Hello and welcome to Edison State's video series, ESearch. Ready for your research. To begin your research on ESearch, what you'll need to do is start off at the Edison State Library's main page, scroll down, and select the Explore ESearch link. This is the ESearch main page. Your options here are to narrow by books, articles, video, or film, or you can just put your search terms in here and afterwards use some of the filters and facets to reduce the results. Also on this main page, you can email the library. And this is the email address, the phone number's here. If you need a particular database, you can select these here to go specifically to the databases. You can also narrow in here by database. So what I'm going to do is just start off with a general search of video games. And I'm going to, in the process, show you a couple search tricks when using a two-term search on how to focus those. For example, starting off, I put in just video games, and I have over 123,000 results. So one of the ways I'm going to just immediately reduce these results is by putting these two terms into quotes, which makes it search by one, causing to search as one term. So instead of video games by itself, video and games, it's only searching for the two words together as a term, video games. So I went from 123 to 92,000, still quite a few results. What we have options now to reduce these results is to add in associated terms. For example, if I was doing video games and we'll just put and in there. If you put and positive, that's my other search term. So video games in quotes is a search term and positive is my other search term. By putting the and in there, what I'm telling the search engine is that it has to have video games as one word and positive in the articles or displays, books, whatever the resource is. Okay. So I went from 92 down to 3,000. Now, if I was looking for specifically peer-reviewed items, articles, journals, I could select that, which has reduced it down to about 3,000. Or if I wanted specific databases, you can pick the specific databases by clicking the database link. If I wanted specific items from a library, I'm sorry, because I picked the peer review, I will not get physical items, I will get online ones. There will be a few, but most of them are going to be online resources. If I wanted to get books, I would have to do another search, which I will show you how to do in a little bit. Going back to what I was talking about, sorry about that. If I select the resource type, I can do articles, review articles, book chapters, online magazine articles. What I'll do is select the articles. And so what I have is results that have video games and positive in them. And I'm now going to scroll through these. If you go through, this is an article. Since I selected article, I could also select the article link up here. Over here is the filters I've already put in. I've got the peer-reviewed journals, and articles. Let's just say the benefits of playing video games. That sounds perfect because that is positive and it's about video games. What I have is I click the title here. It gives me the options to share, have a QR code, export to Excel, EasyBib, print, and there's my citation link. If I wanted a permalink or if I want to email it to myself, I could use any of these options. Another way to get the full text of the article is to select the Ohio Link Electronic Journal Center. Selecting that. It may or may not have me log in. It seems because I've already logged into my computer that it doesn't need me to log in. So it may ask you for your email address, Edison State email address, and Edison State password for your email address. That is what the login information is for our computers, or for our databases. Once you've logged into one, you shouldn't have to log into the any others. You may have to select the school that you're associated with, but it should save your credentials from your email and your password. Okay, so scrolling down, here you can download the citation, email the citation, and export the citation. You can scroll down, and usually, the full text is going to be along this left-hand side, but this does give you an abstract, so you could kind of read the abstract and see if the information that pertains in there is what you were looking for. If it is, then you would select the full text of that article. And over here you can download it or print it and go through it. Again, for the citation, you need to go back to the other two pages to get that. This opens a separate window, so we have the article in one window. If I click the other window, it takes me back to the article's main page. And then if I click the ESearch, it takes me back to where I was searching. If you decided, for example, this was not what you were looking for, you can X out here and then go back to your list of results and go through them that way. Okay, back on the results page. For example, if my word positive did not bring up results with the video games, so say I put video games and positive, and I wasn't finding, I didn't get very many results, you could change your word. For example, instead of positive, you could put good. What I do sometimes is look up a thesaurus word if I'm not getting any results, see if I can find something that would apply more. Now, in this case, it worked fine. I have more than enough results. But just if it hadn't, an option is to try to find another word that would apply. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick how to cite. I did not select that in my last portion, so I want to show you what happens when you click cite. Excuse me, again, it's on this first page. And so selecting cite for this article, you can select the different formatting. So if you need the MLA, you select the MLA format, you copy the citation to your clipboard, and then you can paste it in your document. I'm going to say that your options for this is to save this citation will help you find the article again if you need it. Another way is also to sign into your account, which I'm going to go over next, so you know how the benefits of signing into your account. You can save it and pin it and that kind of stuff. Okay, so I've got my citation. I have copied that into my document. I can now read it online. I can do my online access, or you can click the links down here for the full text. Okay, so I click that, and again, your citation links are here, so you have an option to do it after you get into the article a little bit, but here's the full text of the article. Okay, I'm going to close that window, I'm going to close that window, and now I'm back on the original search. And I'm going back to my search results. All right, I'm now back on my search page. What I'm going to do now is, I want to go look and show you some of the different things that were available on this other page I didn't highlight. For example, one of the things I'd like to highlight is the sign in. If you sign into your account, you can pin these articles or resources, and then you will have them on your account that you can access at any time. So that's an option. It's going to ask again for your Edison State email and your Edison State password for that. In addition, we have related readings. So here's other articles associated with the one we are currently looking at. So they provide associated articles. So these might be helpful to look at when you're doing things. going back up, I'm going to X out, and I'm going to go back to my original results. I'm going to get rid of the peer-reviewed filter I put in there and the articles filter I put in there. And I am now at 3,733.73. I'm going to select books. So what this does is narrow my search of video games and positive, looking at books. If you have a date range, you can change your date range. You just move it up and down here, or and then hit refine, and it'll include those. Here's other options over here: resource type, institution. If you wanted to only get things that were available at Bowling Green, you could do that. Okay. So what happens is if you pick the ones from Bowling Green, they will be shipped to the Edison State Campus, whether it be the Greenville or Troy, that can be picked up there. Okay, let's just pick one of these here. What we have is an item that is available at Edison State at the Bickle campus. So you could just pick that up and check it out, and that would be, you'd have your resource available. Other options is to request it from these other libraries, which you can do. You're welcome to do that, but again, you'll have to sign in, and once you sign in, you get the request link. I don't have a request link because I'm not signed in. So let's click sign in. And I've already logged in, so it should just come right up. All right, there we go. I can request. So place a request, fill out the form, and specify what location you'd like to pick the item up, and it'll be shipped to there, available for pickup. Okay, so let's go back. We'll just start a completely new search on this one, and we'll type in, well, I always like the two terms, so we'll do greenhouse gases. Put greenhouse and gases, and just do our search with that. Okay, what I got was 215,000. So let's put those in quotes. Go back up to the beginning, and just putting them in quotes. Wow, greenhouse gases kind of go together, I guess. It didn't narrow it some, but there's still quite a few results. You'll definitely want to add and with a search term. Another trick is you can hit not, so you could put in not greenhouse gases and not. We'll just put schools in and see what happens. But what that is telling it is that it's going to search greenhouse gases as one term, and not schools, meaning schools cannot be in the results. Did narrow it some. All right, so did I pick the resource type? Let's do articles. Again, I could have selected the articles up here. Okay, so here, just FYI, you can get your PDF here. I like to go this way to do it because this is where my citation link is. Sometimes that citation link isn't available when you just get the PDF. What you have is a download or a print, and then you scroll through the article. To get back to that page so that you could get the citation for that, we can click the link there. Okay. Now, what I would like to do is go back to the library's main page. I'm on the Edison State Library's main page. What we have is, in addition, we have the ESearch. But if you needed a specific database, you can explore the databases by going here. And then you can select specific databases, or you can go to the complete list of databases. Going back again to the Edison State Library's page, you can also access our research guides. These guides are made specifically for a class or assignment. If this is COM 121, then you have the fundamentals of communication, or you have the persuasive speech. And what I have in these different research guides is if to start here gives you an overview of the library, get connected to the phone number and to tutoring center information, and then if you select the accessing the databases and journal articles, what I have here is specific links for those databases. So if you wanted just newspapers, you can go to the newspaper source. Nexus Uni is another database in itself, and this database has government publications, court cases, newspapers, that kind of stuff. Academic Search Complete is just a general database. You can use the same techniques I've showed you in the video. For example, putting the quotes, the terms in quotes if it's a two-term search. You can put them in quotes so it searches at one, and or options basically for you can use in here when searching. Again, each of these boxes have the a link to the database, and it also has how do I's, which are PDFs of how to search in those. Basically, it goes over everything I'm talking about. Locating books, and then here, if you have to cite anything, you can select our citing and bibliography and sources link, and it gives you the OWL Purdue Writing Lab links to that, and it gives you information on citing the different resources you have. All right, I'm going to go back to the library's main page. I have one other thing I would like to show you, which is this tutoring center. To get to the tutoring center, you click the services and support link in the tutoring center. What we have here in the tutoring center is we have a schedule of the tutoring that is available currently during this term, and the days and the times they are available. We have the contact information over our left-hand side, and if you wanted to connect to any of the Zoom sessions, you just connect to the Zoom session by clicking this. Thank you so much for watching the video on ESearch Research. Thank you.